So Chris Kajioka, he's the executive chef at Vintage Cave Honolulu. He's a really young guy, super talented, and has just really risen through the ranks of chefs and restaurants very, very quickly. He's born and raised on Oahu, and he went to Iolani, and he's worked at the Ritz-Carlton, the restaurant in the Ritz-Carlton in San Francisco, as well as a restaurant called Per Se in New York. He's young, he's talented, he's driven, and he's creative, and he's really helping to create part of the amazing atmosphere at Vintage Cave. It's a private club which has a restaurant and dining areas and meeting areas, as well as a wine cellar for members. And Takeshi Sekiguchi, I'm sorry for mispronouncing it, is the person that created Vintage Cave, and he has part of his art collection there, and it's just a really wonderful and amazing place. He has several Picasso paintings, a Michelangelo sculpture. The whole atmosphere there is just really amazing, and the food is a tremendous part of that. We sat down with Chris, and this is what he said.
We're at a price point where not many restaurants in the United States are at. You know, I was lucky to work at a restaurant where we had the same price point, so I know what product I need to have in, you know, but also when people are coming here, the expectation is much higher. In my industry, you know, I was lucky. I always knew I wanted to be a chef. In high school, after school, and on the weekends, I worked in restaurants. You know, I worked at Roy's for a long time. I think put your head down, ask a lot of questions, be humble, find a good mentor. You know, I think that's number one, is find a mentor that, you know, I was lucky. Roy Yamaguchi took me in really early and, you know, gave me great advice. I remember he told me that you never fall back. Your next job should always be better. Your next kitchen should always be better. I always tried to find the next best restaurant or just an experience that's gonna push me further. And I think, you know, for young cooks, that's my greatest advice. Also, get away from home. When I was 18, I moved to upstate New York for about 4 years, and you know, you grow up, you know, you're away from home, you're on your own, and you know, I worked in New York City and San Francisco for a long time, and you know, that's really made me the chef I am today, for sure. I think you have to surround yourself with the best people. I think if you go into a restaurant and you're the worst cook there, that's good, because you're only gonna get better. You know, you're gonna get pushed. So I think that's my advice. Always work in a place where everyone else is better than you.